Good morning, everyone. I am Chandar Jeena, Secretary of Authentication Solution Provider Association, and would like to start with an interesting fact that do you know that almost 24 billion tax stamps are used per annum in India, making it the largest market in Asia and the largest in the world for alcohol tax stamps. And interestingly, we don't use any tobacco tax stamp. Yes, it is a fact, and my presentation will lead you to some of the interesting facts, statistics, trends, and innovations on tax stamps, their security features, and the challenges we are ahead. But before, would like to present a quick introduction on my organization. I'm sure many of you must be aware of ASPA. Perhaps for recall, ASPA is a not-for-profit organization established in 1998, and next year we are going to celebrate the 25th anniversary. We vision to be the voice of global authentication and traceability solution industry in India, and our biggest strength is our member companies, which are providing these solutions to brands and authorities in India. We do a lot of activities based on four key pillars, including innovation, research, advocacy, and awareness. I invite global companies for tech transfer and strategic partnership, and ESPA will be happy to support you. On the research front, we are developing new tools which can support brands and authorities. And one such tool is ASPA Counterfeit Repository, where we are collating the data of major counterfeit incident reported in Indian media. On the advocacy front, we are doing stakeholders meetings and publishing various white papers, and one can access these from our websites. On awareness front, we all will be agreeing that an educated customer is our best customer. There is a lot of work going on anti-counterfeiting awareness. However, much more is yet to be done, and together we can do that. There are various factors which contributes to the increase in the counterfeiting, and the foremost factor is the lack of awareness about the severity and impact of this menace. To tackle this issue, we are trying ways to measure the impact of counterfeiting in India, and these figures are from ASPA second report in its series highlighting the number of incidents reported in Indian media pertaining to the counterfeiting. We started this exercise in 2018 to provide insight to all stakeholders, including brand owners and government authorities, to deepen their understandings of all counterfeiting activities and to formulate stronger strategies and policies to fight this menace. While counterfeiting is already impacting all of us, no one can deny the fact that COVID-19 has led to surge of counterfeiting and substandard products across the globe. You can notice that almost an average 50 plus incidents are happening every month. While counterfeiting is impacting almost every industry, some sectors need special attention. We noticed five key major sectors which need special attention, including pharmaceutical products, alcohol, tobacco, FMCG, and currency. However, for the benefit of this audience, I am highlighting the two sectors where tax stamps are and can play an important role. Both sectors reported increased incidents from 2018 and 2019, while in alcohol, majority of cases are of illicit tax evasion and counterfeit trade. In tobacco, majority of the incidents reported are of cross-border smuggling and duty evasion. While there is a problem, there is a solution also, and for us it is tax stamps. We all agreed that tax stamps have played a vital role in authentication and revenue protection. In Indian scenario also, it's been almost 3 to 4 decades when first tax stamps were used in India, produced on a thin glassine based paper, which gradually upgraded with the first polymeric tax stamps in 1998-99. In next 20 years, many other states realized its importance and implemented tax stamp program. Today, almost 22 plus excise department are using tax stamps. Uh, protecting tax revenue worth approximately INR 600 billion. While globally, majority of tax stamps are used on tobacco products, in India it is slightly reverse. Almost all the tax stamps are in circulation are used on alcoholic beverages. There are four types of tax stamps are in circulation, including polymeric tax stamps, paper label with holographic components, paper label tax stamp with security printing features, and thermal transfer label without any overt or covert authentication feature. In India, majority of tax stamps are polymeric tax stamps. The full polyester-based holographic tax stamps are produced in different size of around 15 mm wide and between 60 to 80 mm long. They are also produced in different colors foil representing the various liquor group. For example, Indian made foreign liquor, the country liquor, beer, wine, and imported foreign liquor. The stamps carry invisible information, variable information printed with different coding techniques as well as specific data. This method offers useful information including the type of alcoholic product for which the stamp was used. For example, whiskey, brand, rum, wine, vodka or beer, the financial year during which the stamp was produced, the specific liquor manufacturer to whom the labels were issued, along with the date of production and issue. The stamps are equipped with customized tamper-evident features. Two excise departments, though, have bucked the trend by moving away from standard polymeric and paper label tax stamp to a plain serialized barcode label devoid of any physical security feature. However, very soon they realized that the lack of physical security on the label led to a proliferation of duplicate labels on the market where it was impossible to differentiate duplicate from the genuine. As a result, now both excise department decided to upgrade its label with physical security components. Most of these tax stamps in current scenario includes various overt, covert, and track and trace feature in line with the individual state excise department requirement. For instances, some states have incorporated features such as 3D holographic mirrors and taggants into their label. They are also printed with variable codes comprising sequential numbering as well as representing specific data. Although most codes do not provide real-time tracking, they nevertheless offer useful information including the type of product for which the tax stamps have been issued, as well as the financial year in which the label was produced. From last few years, recently there has been a shift of state excise department towards usage of tax stamps. There are now interesting developments happening in the hologram industry also, with the introduction of serialized hologram with a focus on authentication. Now many states have upgraded their tax stamp to the next level using a combination of new authentication features plus digital technologies. In my information, more than 10 plus states have upgraded their physical tax stamps, and others are also in process to upgrade these with the traceability components, leading the way for a physical tax stamp. The way ahead. As we know, India is one of the major market for tax stamp in the region with current annual estimates of 24 billion stamps. It is the largest in the Asia, even though it currently does not use tobacco tax stamp. But what of the tobacco tax stamps? While the control and taxation of alcohol is conducted at state level, tobacco control is a federal responsibility. Several governments, spurred on by the success of tax stamps on cigarette and alcohol, have extended their program horizontally to cover new excisable product category such as bottled water, soft drink, cannabis product, and electronics cigarettes. And I believe that India government and Indian revenue authorities will also think of these measures to enhance the uh, revenue uh, revenue for the country. In India, for example, the states of Manipur plan to legalize the medical use of cannabis. following in the footstep of Arunachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and Uttar Pradesh. Although we don't use tax stamp and tobacco product as a status party to the WHO FCTC protocol, India is a party to India has already ratified it, and we are obliged to introduce and secure track and trace on tobacco products by 2023 with or without the use of tax stamps. This 100 billion stick market, which is projected to remain stable over the next few years, could therefore result in a 5 billion annual requirement of tobacco tax stamp, additional to existing requirement of alcohol tax stamp, 30 billion tax stamp. There are other untapped opportunity in terms of sugary beverage, cannabis, and other products also. There are other developments which are happening from the brand perspectives. Brands and authorities are adopting new packaging forms such as usage, more and more usage of Tetra Pak we are noticing for bonding with plastic caps instead of aluminum caps. Some brands are even announced entering into their own retail outlet, and the approach towards anti-counterfeiting is also changing, as now authorities are looking for integrator, full solution provider who can provide end-to-end solution. For example, even in some cases, in some excise department have also adopted installation of GPS tracking, the tamper evident lock for safe movement of liquor tanks, along with the use of tax stamp as a the part of their complete excise program. At the end, my learnings say that there is a need of more awareness towards the use of tax stamps and programs. We need to explain the benefits of phygital approach. Digital technologies should not be taken as a replacement of physical security features. For industries at high risk of illicit trade, such as the liquor and the tobacco industry, any track and trace system used to control supply chain and identify illicit trade need to be also protected against fraud, because if it is not secured against fraud, it opens itself up to the acts of cloning, for instance, where track and trace codes are copied and easily passed off as original. And the last is the promotion of tax stamp standards. We need to identify a mechanism of identifying and promoting ethical vendor, and we need to also do our research on finding solutions which are eco-friendly and sustainable, supporting the government policies and ecosystem. I know that we have answer of these, and for that we need to work together to lead and find the way ahead. With this, I would like to conclude, and my sincere apologies and bad luck for not able to meet a wonderful audience like you. I wish all the audience a great future ahead and look forward to meeting you all next year. In case if you have any questions, please feel free to contact at the details provided, and I will be glad to answer at the earliest. Thank you.